Even though my job is to focus on computer science or applying technology and making sure the kids have the skills that they need to apply when they do work in the classroom on a project so that they have those options, I can't do it without using some of the content that the kids are learning. I think it's more interesting when we're doing that. So I'll use something that they just learned and to help the teacher out with making sure that they have those skills. I know that in your social studies class, you guys have been learning about immigration. So I thought it would be neat if you guys created kiosks to teach about the different groups of people who came through Ellis Island and what their experience was. Why did they go there? Why would we want to create this? Why would a curator want this to be created for them? There's got to be a purpose. Mm-hmm.
Maybe to represent a journey that one of the immigrators took.
Yeah, to represent a journey, very good. Usually I'll sit down with a teacher and they will tell me, you know what, this area is actually a little area of weakness I've seen on testing. So it'd be great if you kind of applied that, and absolutely, I'll do that. We've done that with moon phases with 4th grade. So with this project, I used the immigration to the United States, which is a part of the 5th grade history standard, and help the teacher by applying that standard in my project, which in the end the kids were using and talking with the vocabulary that they need to know for mastery of the standard. We actually have a project that my 4th grade teachers do, which they incorporate it with math. And what they do is the kids are actually answering questions that involve math computation. And as a result, they're given an answer, and it's a block code for Sphero. And the idea is that they're going to create a pentagon. Their Sphero is going to actually create a pentagon. So when they put it all together, it should run in the shape of a pentagon. And if it doesn't, that means you got an answer wrong and you need to go back. So it's a cool little self-check activity that the kids do. So we've applied it that way. We've applied it where the kids actually make their own mazes. We've also used it with STEM, where they've made chariots before, and then they have to do chariot races. And we've looked into the models of chariot races and designed our own models and then built them with different materials. My advice to anyone that wants to try this out, a lot of the software is free. It's just kind of coming up with creative ways to make use of the limited resources that you have. You ready to do that? Did you try? Oh, let me see yours. What are you missing between your roll ones?
Oh, stop. We were going really fast last time.
Between each one, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest problems is teachers tend to worry that applying technology in their lessons is going to take away from the substance of their lessons, when in actuality it's going to enhance it. It's going to make it better. My students are not missing out on the concepts for social studies. It's actually being applied. Like I mentioned, they're using the vocabulary. They are writing it out, making sure, doing the research. It's all those skills that you would have had them do for a PowerPoint, but it's a little more fun than a PowerPoint.
So I think that teachers constantly struggle with the idea that they have to master a standard before moving on to the fun in a classroom. And here what we try to do is backwards by design. So here's what we want the kids to learn. What technology tools, what other avenues, what kind of projects, what kind of challenges can we give them that include those standards? So you start with the standards, but yet you fill in with the action items that the kids are engaged with, that the kids take away and learn from. So while the kids don't realize they're learning the standards as they go, as they have fun with the challenges, they actually are learning the standards, and at the end of the day, when they take the assessment, they've mastered the standards. So when teachers see that happening, then teachers are able to be more comfortable with letting go of just teaching to the test and rather teaching for engagement and teaching for student achievement.